Welcome to Milestone Moments, the show where we explore the journeys that lead to success. I'm Sheila Slick, your host and founder of 5 Milestones. In every episode, we will bring you insights from the minds of entrepreneurs, leaders, and experts who will share not just their expertise, but the milestone moments that have reshaped their journeys and led to significant achievements. So if you're looking for motivation, you're in the right place. Subscribe now and discover the milestones that mark the path to success. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me in this episode of Milestone Moments in Business and Leadership. I'm Sheila Slick, your host, and today I have a special guest. With over 7 years of work experience in the financial industry, Urmi Hossain holds an honors in finance and obtained CFA charter in April 2023. Her profound passion for finance has fueled continuous learning and exploration, particularly in the desire to teach finance and mentor girls and women during her free time. Welcome to the show, Urmi.
Hi, Sheila. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Well, Urmi, with your impressive background in finance and your recent achievement of obtaining the CFA charter, could you share that pivotal moment in your career that reinforced your passion for finance that led you to mentor girls and women in this field?
Yes, it would be my pleasure. I think I had that pivotal moment a couple of years ago as we were in a lockdown and I had a little bit of more time to reflect on myself and what I wanted to do. And I always had this drive in me that I wanted to give back. Like I always had this desire that I wanted to give back. And I was like, I think I'm knowledgeable enough to help other people. And so that's when I was like, you know what? I think I want to help with other women. I want to mentor other women. I want to educate other women about the things that I'm passionate about. So that's when I started to work towards this thing, just follow my intuition, my instinct, and my curiosity to basically spread my message and to share what I know to other women who don't have the same tools to learn about finance or just things in general.
That's great because I think finance, budgeting, money, it's such an important aspect in everyone's life, right? Whether you're an employee or you're an entrepreneur, but not everybody has your education, nor do they understand these terms very easily. What are some of the challenges that you see over and over that you help with the girls and the women you mentor?
Well, a lot of the women that I mentor, basically very young women in their 20s who started basically studying finance, and they just need someone with much more experience to share about their own experiences working in finance and studying in finance. So a lot of my mentors are in their 20s, really like early 20s or mid 20s, who are just looking for someone who can guide them in finding the right path. So a lot of the people that came to me, they were like, oh, I want to study finance, but I don't know what are the opportunities out there in the job market. So I share with them my own experiences. I also help other women who, it's not just related in finance, but more about women who want to have leadership position. And I share with them, these are some of the things that you can do, to, advance yourself in your workplace, to improve your leadership skills. So I share those knowledge based on my own experiences. So I have a lot of women coming for these reasons mainly.
So you're also the vice president of education at your Toastmasters club. You're working towards becoming a distinguished speaker and a dynamic leader. Can you explain what Toastmasters is, in case someone in our audience doesn't know what it is, and how your involvement with Toastmasters has impacted your professional life and your ability to make an impact using your voice?
Yes, it will be my pleasure. So Toastmasters is a nonprofit organization that was created in 1924. And basically, it's a nonprofit organization dedicated for people who want to work on their public speaking skills. But what people do not know, that it's not just about public speaking, but it's about leadership as well. Indeed, the phrases that they use is Toastmasters, this is where leaders are made. And this is where you get to learn a lot about leadership skills because when you think about leadership, there are so many skills that come with it. You know, you have one side is public speaking, then you have organization skills, then you have active listening, you have critical thinking. So these are all of the things that you learn at Toastmasters. And how it works is that every city, every area of your city has a Toastmaster club, and you can basically attend one of those meetings as a guest for free of charge. You just see how the meetings are run. And every week, the clubs meet and you have speeches to deliver. Of course, this is a structured program. So you know what you have to talk about, you know how long you have to talk about, the speech objective, and you're not just delivering speeches because you get to receive feedback. And definitely Toastmasters has helped me a lot in my own leadership skills because I can see that even at my workplace, I am much more confident in, doing things. I'm much more confident when it comes to talking to people, when it comes to standing up for myself. So in that sense, it has helped me a lot. And of course, I think I have learned not just about public speaking, but I think I learned about different series of skills that people are not aware of when you join Toastmasters. And I think the great thing about Toastmasters is that when you put it on your resume, it just shows to potential employers that you have a dedication to invest in yourself and improve yourselves and become a better version of yourself. So I think there is an added value for potential employers as well.
Wonderful. So you're a strong advocate for the philosophy of invest in yourself. Can you elaborate on how this belief has shaped your career and your personal growth?
Yes, I think every time we think about the word invest, we always think about investing your money and enrich yourself from a financial point of view. But I think investing in yourself, it's pretty much the same concept, but you're enriching yourself with knowledge, experiences, a lot of learning. And that's how I like to see it. And for me, investing in myself has translated in many things. It has been a lot of learning. And it's not just going to a class and learning. It literally means anything. Like for me, learning is, going to Toastmasters. For me, learning is mentoring. For me, learning is about the connection that I make with people. For me, learning is, trying a new recipe, trying a new workout course. So for me, that's what it means learning. And I think when you invest in yourself, you're just increasing your knowledge, you're becoming much more knowledgeable, you're able to help other people. And I think there's nothing better than seeing yourself as the best asset where you want to put all your time and effort just to be a better version of yourself. And so for me, I always take each day as a learning opportunity. Like I try to read every day. I try to listen to a podcast every day. I try to take time for myself, like going for a walk for my own mental health. These are some of the things that I think are all related to investing in yourself. And I do think we're our own best investment. So that's what it means for me, investing in yourself.
I love everything you just said. And as a mentor, so I served as a certified SCORE mentor for 3 years. I believe in giving back to our community. And a lot of people think that when you're a mentor, the only person learning is the mentee. But when we do, these mentorships, it also gives you an opportunity to grow as
Mm-hmm.
well. So
Mm-hmm.
that continuous learning, that giving back can not only make a difference in the life of the person that you're mentoring, but it also makes a really big impact in your life as well.
I agree. I agree.
So you're described as dynamic, disciplined, and determined. How do you think that these traits have contributed to your success?
So first of all, dynamic, I think because we live in a world that is ever changing. And I think also this is the reason why I liked finance in the first place, because I think finance is very dynamic and I very well match with the finance because it's dynamic, because my own personality is very dynamic and I like being adaptable. I like the change. So that in that sense, I'm very dynamic. And I think it's very important no matter what you do, where you go, where you work, to be very dynamic because you will encounter different people from different background, work background, educational background. So it's very important for you to be adaptable and be open. And so in that sense, I'm very dynamic. When it comes to discipline, I think it's more about my time management, organizational skills. And because I have such a busy schedule on a daily basis, I have to make sure that if I want to accomplish my things, I need to be on a schedule. I need to leave out the distractions. And this has been very important for me because I do think that being disciplined is a trait that you need to be successful in life. And for me, especially because I work full time and I also studied at the same time, for me, being disciplined has been very, very important. And I've seen that, when I, block the time to do my own things and accomplish things, I'm able to move forward. And the last one, which is determined. So I like to describe myself as a go-getter. And if I want something, I do anything to make sure that I get it. So I always go back to my why. And I know that to get something is never a linear path. And I'm very much aware of it. I know that it can be a rocky path. You can have a roller coaster. There are so many things, there are bumpy roads. There's so many things. And I'm very much aware of it. And I'm happy of it because I think we need those bumpy roads to, face the challenges before we can get to our end destination. So every time, I feel demotivated, every time I feel like, okay, I can't do this, I go back to my why. So I'm very focus oriented. I'm a very go-getter. So in that sense, I'm a very determined person. I don't give up easily.
So you have a full-time job, you're studying, and this is after the CFA. You're in Toastmasters. What's your next milestone?
So I do have a lot of things in my to-do list, my life to-do list. I would like to write a second book, that's for sure. That's something that I would like to do. And also would like to give a TED Talk. And this is why I've been part of Toastmasters because I want to be able to deliver a good speech and make an impact and inspire other people. So those are my two projects that I want to accomplish and put it as my milestone.
Those are great. Well, you're inspiring me today. Everything that you've said, I've enjoyed
Thank
listening
you.
to. So, what one key advice, because we've gone through a lot, would you give my audience so that they can take an action, take one step to move forward in their life today?
There are many things that I could definitely say, but if I have to choose one that I think has helped me a lot is the power of connections. And I think for anyone, wanting to work, let's say, on themselves or leadership or anything, I think making connections and learning from other people, from their experience, it's a very good opportunity to feel inspired and to do something for yourself. I think you can learn from other people, their mistakes, their path, they can guide you. And I think that's a good starting point for anything that you want to start doing in your life. So because I like to mentor a lot and I do believe in these kind of connections, I do think that connecting with people, networking with the right people will help you to improve yourself.
So, where can we find your book? How can we connect with you?
My book is available on Amazon and it's called The Discovering Your Identity, a Rebirth from Interracial Struggle. And people can find me on LinkedIn. My name is Urmi Hossain on LinkedIn. I also have a YouTube channel called Urmi Hossain. I have my blog called myways.ca. And I also have an Instagram account called Urmania. So these are all the places people can find me.
I'll make sure to leave those links in the summary and I will definitely connect with you. I've already connected with you on LinkedIn. That's the platform I love to use. Thank you so much for your time today and your insights.
Thank you.